Time for a little RC Plus. You know, it's that space where we can have some deeper dive conversations. And so today we're leaning all the way into International Women's History Month. And I have three women here who are power brokers in the Jacksonville foodie scene. I've got my new friend Blakely, my old friend Chris, and my other old friend Tina. So thank you ladies for hanging out with us.
Happy to be here.
So let's do a little background. So Blakely, let's start with you. Jungle Soul Mama, that is you. What is Jungle Soul Mama?
Jungle Soul Mama is a birthing of my experience from Costa Rica that I've brought here to the States. I moved back here about 5 years ago, and it is a way that I empower women through teaching them to nourish their bodies, how to move their bodies and really regulate their nervous system, and to reconnect with their intuition. Through teaching them how to cook and how to move their bodies is an incredible tool that we can to readjust and to empower the families, to empower the communities from the inside out. And I feel really honored and grateful to be able to work with women and teach them how to take care of themselves in a better way.
All right, Chef and Chris and Tina, tell me about the Empowered Kitchen.
Well, TEK has really evolved over the last 8 years. We started out, we were just focused on, just helping people launch their food businesses. And we focus in underserved areas. We have a lot of food deserts in Jacksonville. And if we can get fresh food back into those communities, made by the people in the communities that are already in there doing the work. So we help them raise that business up. We mentor them. We help them, and now we've been in the jail for almost 2 full years now, and we're helping women with job skills training and helping them get a job, and it's just, it's been nice to see the evolution of TEK for sure.
Why was it important for all of you guys to give back to women specifically? Because you guys could just kind of come in, do your thing and all that, but for you guys to come with an empowerment, kind of philanthropic connection, why was that important instead of we're just making food?
Well, for me, I've been in this industry since I'm 15 years old, and during my career, I've had a lot of times where I've been asked questions, are you sure you can do this because you're a mom? Are you sure, you can really commit to your team? So empowering women in this space, I think, is really important because a lot of the things we see on TV, there's a lot of male chefs that are very powerful influences. So giving that to women, whether it's in the kitchen or in the front of hospitality, was a passion project for me. So meeting Chris and the Empowered Kitchen was just a great fit. And I love helping locally here in town. And the work we do in the jail is just so awesome because these ladies are just wanting to get back to work and provide for their kids and their families. And we're helping them with this certificate. So it's really awesome.
Chris?
Well, really it started because I really saw a need in the industry that had I had a mentor and I had a mentoring program, I would have been in a different position. I wouldn't have been in those kitchens with the really harsh male environment. And I just felt like we needed that. There's a lot of mental health issues in kitchens, in restaurant and service industry overall. And it needed a softer feel. It needed, we all look forward to mom's cooking. We all look forward to grandmom's cooking. But who do we pay to cook for us?
Yeah. I got a question on that. Hold that. And then for you?
What was the question?
Why is it so important for you to connect women through what you're doing with food?
So it is a tool of empowerment. It is a tool that we can take it into our own hands, that we can really learn how to take care of ourselves. And that movement can be medicine, that food can be medicine, and that we can come back into a space of really understanding what it is that will help us move through a hard time, or also to really show us what we're needing. It's like reconnecting us with that voice inside of needing to know what we have to see to move through into this next phase of our life of how to grow, how to evolve, how to heal. And I work with women through coaching, through dance movement classes, and also through cooking classes. And I really get to see how when women come into this space of empowerment of like, wow, I can cook myself a simple meal, I can move my body, and I feel so much better, and my nervous system's regulated. It's a beautiful thing to witness, and it's been such an empowering tool for me in my life, and it feels such an honor to be able to share this with other women.
So you mentioned something a second ago, and it totally resonated, been in my mind. So things have changed over the years, but those of us of a seasoned age, Mom and Grandma were in the kitchen, and they were teaching everybody to cook. But like you said, it's mostly men that are running the scene right now. Do you have any thoughts on why that might be?
I don't really have any thoughts, except for, the environment was so male driven. Mm-hmm. And, it's that's okay. That's time for change. Everything goes through changes, and that's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with male chefs at all. There's some beautiful food out there. But there's also beautiful food being made that nobody knows about. Mm-hmm. And in order to get that food out, we have to lift everybody.
See, she hit you with a point. Lift everybody. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though we know who run the world, girls. But lift everybody. So let's pivot a little bit. You are all about the farm-to-table experience with your cooking and stuff. And she made this amazing salad. And I joke, I mean, I eat veggies, but it was really good. And so that is something most people are leaning into today, trying to get more into natural, organic, knowing exactly where your food is coming from. You're sourcing locally. And so what has that experience been like for you? Because I know in Costa Rica, you can just walk down the street and like, I'll just pick this off a tree or whatever. But, coming to Florida, Jacksonville, it's a little different.
Yeah, it is a little different. But it's amazing how many locally people here are growing their own food, who have started farms, who are empowering people in the community to be a part of these farms, and also creating these things called CSA, which is community supported agriculture, boxes of food coming from these farms that we can utilize into our food, and also having home gardens, learning how to grow our own food, even if it's a small herb garden and you can put those herbs in your salad or make a tea with the herbs. It's like little steps of an empowerment with our food source, that we know where it's coming from, and also building relationships, I think, with the farmers who are growing. There's a man named Nathan Valentine who has Man in Overalls. He's growing incredible foods and gardens all over Springfield. And then there's Frog Song that I use the carrots from.
You been to 5 Points Farm? I love those guys over there. That is it, aeroponics, I think it is. Yeah. But I mean, just the innovation when it comes to that as well. But earlier we were talking, and it is International Women's History Month, and you were just running down a list of female chefs that, I mean, the names resonate, but I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I forgot about that person. And there were a few you threw out I hadn't even really ever considered. So women in history when it came to cooking, inspirations for you guys, like even if it was your grandma, just run it down for me.
I mean, I would definitely go in with Alice Waters, who started the Farm to Table movement, and she really brought in this emphasis of knowing where your food is coming from, creating those relationships, making those connections. I mean, as a kid, I lived on the Food Network. I was watching the Food Channel all the time. Julia Child, I mean, joy of cooking. I mean, she brought you into coming into the kitchen and experiencing joy in the kitchen. I love to teach people that your kitchen is your temple. You come into this space where you can have fun. It's your space of nourishment, your space of creation, and that you can make mistakes. It can be messy, and it can also be magical.
Some of us of a seasoned age only had PBS, but we won't dwell on that. You know.
And then Fannie Lou Hammer, who was doing this farmer food cooperative, who is in the 60s, during the civil rights, really empowering the Black community to grow their own food and have that liberation and freedom in knowing that they can grow their own food and that connection with their food source. So it's there. I reflect on these three women in a lot of ways with my food, and just how much has grown and where we are today is really inspiring.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I'm Italian, so my food journey has just, I mean, my grandmother, my mom, my aunts, everything we do is surrounded by food. And all of our best memories are in the kitchen and around tables. And so the history in my personal family is just long of simple ingredients, really good food, also wine. We like to drink our wine too. Yes. And, you know, I just think like food is so important when you think about your life and your family. And so many women have been in that role for their families, but not necessarily professionally. So for me, the history of food really is just my family. So
I love it. Chris?
I would have to say Julia Child, obviously, you know, PBS growing up, she welcomed women into the kitchen. And she really did it in a way of breaking down these recipes that were immense French culinary that was, you know, very easy to do in her kitchen. And then, you know, and then you take the flip side of it, somebody that I just absolutely loved to watch was Chef Anne Burrell. And she was just a firecracker in the kitchen. She was fun to watch. She was alive. She just seemed like everything was just wonderful. And then that's an example of you just never know. Mental health is important. And you just never know.
Very true. Very true. Well, a lot of you guys are like, what is this thing resting on my legs? So I had the veggies earlier, but this is where I live and breathe. So the Empowered Kitchen, they have, how many years have you guys been doing this?
This is fifth.
And so they're like, what is this? So it's a barbecue comp at locals.
Yeah.
Break it down, let them know.
Open challenge.
it's
Open
so
challenge.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to judge last year. It was fun.
Yeah.
I was full.
Yeah.
So if you've got somebody in your neighborhood who thinks they're the best, everybody thinks they're the best barbecue, bring it down and challenge. We set the challenge for the neighborhoods. So bring it down to Myrtle Avenue Brewery. Bring it down. Test your skills against others. We have Duval County Public School culinary program. They are challenging each other. So we have 2 or 3 of those schools.
I'm really excited about that this year,
Yeah.
to have the kids out there. It just brings a whole nother level to it and fun, because it is a family day. It's a kid-friendly event, and now we have the schools, so it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's great. And Myrtle Avenue Brewery has been our partner since day one. And this year, for the first time, we're going to have the Empowered Kitchen beer. We're going to have it at the barbecue challenge, and I am so excited because it's been a collaboration effort, and it's called Herb Your Enthusiasm.
Well played. Played.
So it's a basil lime lager.
It's going to be delicious.
I'm intrigued.
It's gonna be.
I'm sure it's gonna be great,
fantastic.
but I'm like thinking of those flavors in my mouth, and my tongue's like, yes, I'm here for it. So,
It's gonna be great.
so April 12th.
April
Yeah.
12th.
All right, where can they get tickets?
Right on the website for the Empowered Kitchen, theempoweredkitchen.org, I believe would be pretty much everywhere by now. Social media, we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you can't find us, I'm sorry. It's everywhere.
And we still have like a few competitor spots left,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like a few.
Yeah, just a
and
couple.
then some VIP tickets left too for
Okay.
the event.
All right. So yeah, get out there, support your locals, people doing some great things. And then what's your socials if they want to find out what you've got going on? Because like when I looked, I kind of went through the scale, but I was more focused on the food aspect. But talking to you and then just remembering what I saw on the site, I was like, oh, there's layers to this whole thing. So where can people find you if they want to peel those layers out?
There's lots of layers. So Jungle Soul Mama is on the Instagram, but the most of the list of the classes, the retreats, and the offerings are on junglesoulmama.com. And I'll be doing a workshop for Generation W with Donna Orender on March 27th. I'll be doing a breakout group with dance, and it's coming from burnout to alignment through movement. And so I'm really excited about that. And I have some cooking classes in June and some retreats that are all up on there. So, yeah.
Folks, I said it before, I'm saying it again. Support your locals. We're doing great things here in Jacksonville. So we're going to wrap this up. And good luck with what all you guys have going in the future. I look forward to seeing what you have going on. Who run the world?
Girls.
Women.
We'll work it out. All right, y'all. All right, we're going to shut it down. You can always catch more River City Plus in the near future, but as always, Monday through Friday at 9:30 for River City Live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.